The trumpet sounded, calling for charioteers and spectators both to take their places. Oren took a deep breath and turned from the masses to find his horses yoked to the chariot, not on the first line, but comfortably placed on the first block of racers. He took the reins from Clem's hands, climbed on the wooden plank and settled his weight over the axis, ready for the second trumpet call. Another deep breath, the noise of the starting line fading behind a wall of concentration, and despite everything, a small smile tugged at the corner of Oren's lips. Well, hope and a trick or two up his sleeve. The crowd cheered, and their shouting and jeering drowned out the sound of the second trumpet signaling the beginning of the race. A few yards ahead, precariously perched atop low walls and on either side of the path that would take the contestants out of the starting point and onward to the mysterious circuit, two young boys waved dark pieces of cloth tied to long, flexible poles. Before the echoes of the trumpet died out, and before the boys could wave their makeshift banners a second time, the charioteers snapped the reins and urged their horses forward as one. Oren's horses had never been trained to pull on chariots of any kind, but they were battle horses, born and bred to overcome their every instinct and to jump into the fray following their riders' commands. They didn't take kindly to the joke, nor to the crowd, let alone to the press of other horses pulling other chariots pressing in on their sides. But oh, how they rose to the occasion. With a jerk, they launched forward at Oren's command, a harsh beginning that rocked the chariot before the animals settled at a pace with one another. What possessed these people to race on nothing but a plank of wood held together with twine? The yoke pole barely served as a counterweight, and Oren adjusted his footing, from shoulder width to left foot leading, as he tried to remain where he was. Falling from a horse could cause grievous injury. Falling from a racing horse would spell a terrible fate except in the most fortunate of circumstances. Falling from the bedamned chariot while at least 100 other racers sped at one's heels, there would be no surviving that. Oren was the king, Westmere's fate on his shoulders. He shouldn't be risking his life on the chariot. Indeed, no political adviser would ever support his claim that he needed to be in Mirden at all. But securing the treaty had been his responsibility, just as gaining Akakios' support was his duty now. And who else could he trust with the task? Commoners with no experience at court whose word would never carry enough weight. Nobles with too much experience whom Oren would never trust to have Westmere's interests at heart. No, he hadn't been raised as a king, but he would be one. And if he was going to rule, he would do it his way, even if it meant taking impossible risks and handling everything on his own. And it was fun.